So, yeah. So other news coming out, of course, now we're going to just get into the heavy Star Wars portion of the episode, because that's all the other news coming. Well, actually,
Yeah.
Jeff said her knees earlier reminded me of NECA. NECA did their San Diego Comic-Con releases this week. Did you guys see those at all?
I can't remember. I saw, like I said, I've seen a bunch of stuff, so it may have got all kludged in there. What's the big noteworthy thing?
The big noteworthy thing is they're going to do a 4-pack. Let me see if I can pull this up really quickly. I was not prepared, because I was really not prepared to talk about this, so I apologize.
Oh no, we have ventured off the outline. Oh no, we're being spontaneous.
Brock's shaking. He's shaking.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
Herding cats.
So let's see. Yeah, we're going to herd some cats here. All right, let's go ahead and we'll do a screen share so the people on YouTube and Facebook can see this share screen. Now, we have done this before.
Mm-hmm.
I do know how to do this.
Yeah.
Point, click.
We'll bring this into the stream. Woo! There we go.
Yay!
So San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. This is the sdccblog.com.
Oh.
Huh?
I remember now what you're talking about. Me and you talked about it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So just, they're going to have, as you see here, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-pack, Pre-Mutation figures. It's going to be $150. Then you got the Thing 40th anniversary poster figure for $50. Gremlins 2, Greta in her wedding dress, for $50, and then Dungeons and Dragons Lost Wave 4-pack for $100. So here's the Thing figure. I have not seen the Thing, and I hate to admit that.
Well, hey, I saw a thing. They're going to do that day, whatever the events they're going to show it June 19th and 22nd. You can go see it in the theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the anniversary, but June 19th and 22nd. I saw that. Both days I work, unfortunately, because I would like to see the Thing in theater.
Yeah. Well, there's the poster figure. That's cool. That's man, that's going to be easy to break off with the rays coming out of his head. So
when you accidentally turn off dark mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brock, you better hope that USPS doesn't deliver that one to you, huh?
Oh, no kidding. No, but it looks like you can remove it, so that's cool. So yeah, there's that figure. Definitely get a stand for that if you're going to display them.
I got to buy some of those NECA stands, because like the turtle figures, some of them, the feet are just not flat surface friendly.
Yeah. But they're the Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Is that based on the cartoon or the artwork or the books? Looks like the books, don't it?
I honestly don't know, because I'm not a D&D expert.
That's not our wheelhouse.
Yeah. That's more of a rookie question. You guys know who the rookie is. But they got the evil battle masters. They've got, you know what? I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce those names. I'm not going to try it. It's like trying to read names in a country you've never heard of. Yeah.
They kind of look like superheroes in a way. It's with the bright colors and everything. You know,
they look great.
Yeah,
I just don't know the characters.
They look very 70s and 80s sci-fi inspired.
I guess if you're doing a lot of dungeon crawling, you need to wear bright colors so that people could see you. Maybe
it's like like Hunter Orange dungeon. Dungeon
monsters can see you. Well, that's your fault. So that's cool. But here we all know this
Isn't that
character.
just
This is adorable.
Y'all, that is just too
as adorable as a gremlin can be.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you just need to buy a Robert Picardo figure to go with it.
So yeah. So there's the box art and her accessories, 2 hands, and her bouquet.
Yeah.
So very nice. Oh, look at this one right here. She's looking off, kind of like the Mitch Hedberg joke where the family's taking a picture and they're all looking slightly to the left. Something happened over to the left.
Good old NECA making the figures you didn't think you wanted, but you really wanted.
Exactly. And of course, for all of us, look at her hair.
I love her.
Very nice.
May have to get her. I don't know. If Jess says I love her, that's kind of a clue that we might have to wind up with it.
And that's why I said, on a previous podcast, I'm really surprised that I have not put more of a or got a lot of Gremlin stuff because I love Gremlins. Gremlins is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, we do not have Gremlins things.
But
of course, we have Space Danger as well. So,
yeah, another thing coined by our friends. But here's the 4-pack of the Pre-Mutation Turtles figures. We've got Baxter Stockman, you got Bebop and Rocksteady, and then Splinter before he mutated.
Yeah.
So these are cool. We do. I know, Bo, you're collecting more of the movie figures.
Yeah, like I said, I like the designs, but yeah, like all the only animated NECA figures I've got the main guys. Like I got the 4 Turtles, Shredder, Krang. Yeah, Rocksteady and Bebop, like the mutated forms. Like I don't know, like if I could get Rocksteady and Bebop pre-mutated by themselves, I would probably do that. But beyond like Splinter and Baxter Stockman,
yeah, I love these guys. I do not have to have them. Will not. I won't be purchasing this set, even though I do collect a lot of the NECA Turtle figures. I've got a ton of them, but this set it didn't grab me.
Yeah, the only one I really want more than anything, I freaking want. I still want the Coming Out of the Shells tour figures. I never got them, and I doubt I ever will because they are insanely expensive online.
Okay.
Hey, Jamie just popped in.
Hey.
Who?
Jamie.
See, it says Facebook user.
See.
So there's our good friend Jamie. Hey. If you may have given Jeff's having the same issue. A couple of people having the same issue. If you've allowed StreamYard to give your permissions, then for some reason you're showing up as a random anonymous.
I wonder if they do it by like per like whatever service uses. Like say like use it on another event where you watch it, that you have to do it per event just because I guess to keep it. I
don't know. This is a first for us, so we're learning as we go too.
Yeah, we are the same person.
We are the one who is many.
Facebook user 1, Facebook user 2.
There they are. 2 different people, but the same. So
we've got bots.
Thanks for hopping in here.
Yeah, we got bots. Yeah.
So anyway, that's I guess that's going to wrap up the non-Star Wars portion of the episode.
There we go.
One of us. Star Wars. I'm going to start with this before we get into all the celebration stuff. This may be announced. It may have been announced a celebration or just beforehand. But this, the company Jazzwares is they make a lot of like the AEW wrestling figures that we collect as well. Let me get the screen pulled up. They are bringing back, what is this thing called? The Micro Galaxy Squadron line for Star Wars, and it's basically micro machines for Star Wars. And I admit, once I saw these, and the screen's just doing it itself. So just look at the figures while you can. Hopefully, it's not giving you any convulsions.
Okay, you're gonna have to go down the page and screenshot on the one that has Grogu, because I don't know how they were able to make a Grogu that small that it just being a blob of plastic.
They're looking around here.
I can understand how Jazzwares now has this license because they've got a few of them. Like, of course, they've got AEW, but apparently they have the rights to do the Roblox toys, the Fortnite toys for the kids. And apparently the big popular Squishamallows are made by them, which are very popular.
The what?
Squishamallows. They're like little cutesy pillows.
Do they squishy? Or are they squishies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are the ones that they have the Grogu pillow, right? The one that were like always sold out. Yeah.
I think they've got, like I said, they have AEW, but they have a lot of the current kid popular things like Coco Melon and Blippi and stuff like that. So I think that may be, well, they have the rights to the micro machine. So that's, I guess it is.
Yeah. Okay.
They must have picked that up, the license.
So we're sharing this off Yahoo News. Yes, Yahoo still exists. The only reason I'm doing it off Yahoo is because they're the ones who were allowed to break the news.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the memories. You remember when they did that Inspector Gadget? They had that Yahoo sponsorship, and what was it? The billboard fell or something like that, and they did the Yahoo. Yeah.
Quick,
Anyway, I'm not going to try that again.
I've yet to watch the Inspector Gadget movie.
I don't think I've seen it either. Are you talking about the one with Matthew Broderick?
Yes.
I haven't seen
Y'all
it.
have not seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
I was all.
Oh, come on. I heard the French Stewart version's better.
It's not bad. I have them both. I love Matthew Broderick. I like French Stewart. I'm a massive Inspector Gadget fan.
It's one of those movies. Like I said, I've got like a ton of movies that I've just somehow they've eluded to me. Like, oh, I'll watch it, and then here it's almost 20 years later, probably since it came out.
Well, I tell you what, then we have to do. We're going to do some watch-alongs with our Patreon members at some point. So we may have to do some watch-alongs of these movies and just get some live commentary and feedback from everybody. So if you want to be a part of that, patreon.com/BamaGeeks.
As always, I'm derailing the conversation. Anyway, back to Micro Machines. Yes, we need
tiny Grogu.
Oh, he just went crazy.
Well,
that was the slideshow.
Oh,
yeah. So, well, this the reason, and that's also the reason I went back to this page, is because these are static images now. So the Millennium Falcon was the one that caught my eye to begin with. Like, these figures are like 1 inch tall. The Millennium Falcon, I believe, is like 9 inches. So just to give you a scale of what those are going to be. But I'm like, you know what? That's a good way to show off your fandom and save some space.
Yeah, I was going to say the space saving in this is going to be fantastic. And
the cost savings, thankfully, they're not expensive. These are really, really cool to me. I've got a lot of the Star Trek and Star Wars.
Look at that Razor Crest.
Look at that Grogu right there.
You can barely see it.
Grogu.
Zoom in.
Can
no,
you?
I'm kidding.
No, hang on. Let me. No, don't do that. There we go.
Oh, look at there.
Oh, hang on. We're good. What happened?
See what
I went to zoom and it zoomed back in on itself.
Web developers hate you right now, Brock.
Anyway, web developers with this one easy trick.
Yeah. So anyway, you can look it up later. Yeah, tiny Grogu. So if the figures are 1 inch, Grogu looks to be
maybe a 16th,
maybe a half or a 1/4.
I feel bad for the poor person that's having to paint that.
Won't be me.
Tiny tools, tiny push.
Yeah.
I mean, and they look a lot more detailed than like Micro Machines did.
They do.
They're a lot more detailed.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've got all the Star Trek ones.
I love
the Star Wars.
I love those Micro Machines Star Trek series.
Yeah, but you get a Jawa as well, and you get Quill, and then pre-Beskar Mando down there.
I have spoken.
You have. And of course, you get Luke's X-Wing.
Yeah.
I think I pre-ordered that. I know I pre-ordered the Falcon, the Razor Crest, and I think I pre-ordered the X-Wing. I definitely pre-ordered this.
Oh yeah. That's a must-have. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. And I'm so sorry for the people who are on audio. I realize we're looking at this. This clip will be up on YouTube later on.
Yeah.
If you're watching the audio feed.
I would say that, or the Facebook. Won't the Facebook save the live video too?
Yeah. Join Bama Geeks front porch, and you'll be able to see all of this wonderful stuff that we're doing. But
just don't do it in your car.
Don't. Yeah. I mean,
well,
Kevin,
you can. Well, if somebody else is driving, you can do it. But I mean,
So there's Kevin. I'm going to let you say the name of this ship. What do you still call this?
Well, it used to be called Slave One, but now it's just Fire Spray. Because Fire Spray is the actual model of the ship, but the ship will forever be known as Slave One to me.
Okay,
I'm its colors don't run. It will forever be. It'll forever be Slave One.
I always called it. I always did the cliche Boba Fett ship just because I know Star Wars, but I never knew the actual name until recently. So, well, I mean, like last 10-15 years, but I mean,
yeah. But it comes with Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, looks like. And what is this?
Yes,
that's Count Dooku's ship.
That is?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. That's actually what caught my eye was Count Dooku's ship. Yeah.
The captions, light armor
actually,
class.
No, I'm sorry. That's not Count Dooku's ship. I am so off. That's
I'm revoking I am revoking your Star Wars card right now.
I see it in the description down there. Santry Ventress is.
It's Sarge Ventress' ship. It threw me off because her ship is based on his ship, which has the big solar sail.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I just lost my Star Wars card.
Oh
man.
man, you just lost your Star Wars.
No,
I'm-
what
I was gonna
what
leave
it
it
is
now,
we've
guys.
reached that
Hey.
page where it all runs together. It's
So
running
now-
together. It's you know.
Now you have to turn in that Boba Fett armor behind you.
Oh,
It's
Well,
done.
you know that ship, you actually see it in the original J.D. Tarkovsky series, the Clone Wars series. That actually
Oh.
shows up in there. That's what she's actually using to fight Anakin with in battle.
Its design looks like it feels like
mhm.
I haven't watched with the Clone Wars, but its design looks like it fits right there with it.
Okay. And then you've got an ATST.
A styling ATST.
Yeah.
With its Dungeon and Dragons color scheme, I guess, you know.
Yeah, very much. Can't see that coming in Andor.
Yeah.
And there's the regular armor class.
Oh no, that ATST is owned by the gang on Mos Espa, right? With you know the Power Rangers. What was their name?
Oh,
the mod crew.
Mod,
Mod
the
squad.
Power-
Yeah, that's
Power
owned by
Rangers.
them.
Mod
It's got the
squad.
bright colors. Yeah.
then the regular ATST. And then you've got your speeder bike with
Mm-hmm.
the scout trooper
Mhm.
or bike trooper. What are they called?
Scout Trooper.
Yeah.
Scout. Okay. I can afford to lose my Star Wars cred because I don't have much of it. But anyway, there are more vehicles out there, but that's the ones that were broken on the news the other day. So Mos Vespa neutrinos.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Mos Espa, dude.
Yeah.
And that's Jeff, by the way, for the StreamYard people.
That's-
who-
I
that's-
I understood that reference.
Please identify that Facebook user.
That is Jeff, Blue Chainsaw Man.
The only other thing I wanted to add, Brock, about Star Wars, and I know anybody that's on Bama Geeks Front Porch followed my mini rant about Gentle Giant and their release of. I mean, I'm a huge Rogue One fan. It's my favorite movie. Cassie and Andor, one of my favorite characters now. And then they released that abomination of a bust, and I really hope that that's a pre-production copy and that they are going to fix the face. But it's like his likeness isn't even there.
This is me just because of me like being on the outside. Like I don't know if maybe I wonder if it's a little bit off because like I'm not trying to say they everybody looks alike, but he and Pedro or can't think of it. The
They closely
Mando's
resemble.
character. They very resemble each other
Yeah,
a
they
whole
do,
lot.
don't they?
So I'm wondering if like they did that just so people be like, oh, it's not the hardcore folks, but hey, this is Star Wars, I'll buy it, and then they'll be like, well, I thought I was buying, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I see. I would have when I was looking this up. I was like, maybe they don't have the likeness for Diego Luna. Maybe there's something to do with the likeness rights. And then I went and looked it up, and even the smaller figures, like the mini figures or the regular size figures, they all look like Diego Luna. So they have the same likeness, they have the same features. So there's really, I mean, unless there's just something going on, or like what you said, Bo, there's really no excuse. And I mean, it's one of the first times I can say that it's a character that I really wanted from Gentle Giant that I'm not going to buy. So if you are actually anybody from Gentle Giant is listening or hasn't seen my rants on their Facebook pages about this, you need to fix that. I will buy it.
I'm sure you're not alone. I'm sure.
I'm sure you're not.
It looks so bad. He's even got a wandering eye, and it's like Diego Luna doesn't have a wandering eye. Guys.
Oh,
I mean,
what figure? I've seen it was the Aaron figure from Ghostbusters Answer the Call at one point where both eyes
yep, there was a few of them made like that. Yep.
And we've got some Gentle Giant statues of like I've got one. Hey, Kevin, you've got the same one because I sold it to you years ago. Leia in her Hut Slayer outfit. That's what we have to call her now, Hut Slayer Leia. In her outfit as she's stretched out on the carpet. We've got, I know Kevin and I both have that one. Kevin, you've got the one where she's tall. I've been looking to rebuy that one, but the ones I keep seeing from the angles looks like her eye is also kind of off, and a couple of them I'm like,
yeah, the one you sold me is right though. I think I just don't know what their deal is with that. They do that sometimes with the copies you get. It's like they do different runs and then they just don't get the eyes right or something.
Yeah,
it's really strange.
Yeah, I'd be too scared with my non-skills to go in there and try to redo it.
Well, and you guys know me. I collect almost exclusively busts. That's my collection. and it's because of the size and just the way they look. Because just to give you a bit of history, in the house I previously lived in, I had a large area around my collector, what I call my collector's room, that I had built, and the way I built it, only those busts would fit. So I started collecting those busts, and it got to the point where I was like, I really like the way these are put together. They're really nice. So I'm just going to continue it. So even when I moved into the location I'm at now, I still collect those busts. And I haven't been disappointed with many of them except for this one. So again, Gentle Giant, get your stuff together, please. Please, just fix it. I will buy it. You will have my money.
He's looking into the camera very sincerely. Do this man a solid.
It's Diego Luna. It's Cassie and Andor.
He just has one.
For the love of God, fix it. So
I want to give you my monies.
Yes,
exactly.
Credit card's ready. Okay, tap on the screen, and where we get to go. Brock says we're kind of getting off on in the toy sphere. I noticed that in our rundown, you didn't mention really going over the game. The announcement or the Star Wars game that you wanted to talk about.
Well, that was part of the celebration announcements that we were getting into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not there.
Yeah. So celebration. We'll touch on celebration really quickly. Well, it won't be quick.
We're gonna make it quick.
Anybody that listens to us before knows nothing is quick.
Yeah, nothing is quick. Star Wars Celebration got a lot of friends out there and love seeing their pictures. Because I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan, I'm not jealous. So it's nice to actually see what they were doing. It's like, oh, that's cool. But the one thing that stuck out at me coming out of Celebration, all the toys and stuff are cool. I'm not buying hardly any of them. The Indiana Jones 4, they revealed at Celebration, which was nice to see John Williams and Harrison Ford on the stage together. Harrison Ford
5, whether you like it or not, Crystal Skull exists.
That's because who was it? Was it Jeff? Somebody did the it was Jeff or Matt Prov.
Somebody did the 4.
Somebody drew the 4
silhouette for the picture.
Yeah, and so that's what stuck in my brain. 5, Indiana Jones 5, and I was. I have to say Harrison Ford, aka my dad. But
he said not I.
Okay. All right.
Somebody did.
I think it was Matt. Yeah. I think it was Matt. Harrison Ford and my dad look alike. So everybody, whenever I post pictures of my dad, people are like, hey, it's Harrison. It's like, so yeah, my dad and John Williams were on the stage together. So it's good. But yeah, so excited about that. Indiana Jones 5. And then the big thing that I took away from everything at Celebration was the return of Cal Kestis.
Oh yeah,
I love Jedi.
That's Brock's dude, man.
I love Jedi Fallen Order from, and it's made by EA, a company I'm not crazy about, but they seem to be doing all right lately.
Well, they published it. I wouldn't say they made it. There you go.
That's true. But Jedi Fallen Order, I absolutely love. It was a fun game. It was. It wasn't
a beautiful game.
Oh, gorgeous. Well, they released yesterday, and welcome. It really is. It's 11:30 in the morning, and you're yawning.
Oh, he's gonna start that now. It'll be me next.
I swear it never fails. It does, like, even when I do like my live stream on Twitch, like I swear, like I could have just woke up and started streaming, and I swear, like the camera does something to me where it makes me yawn.
It's what's the name of the game? I totally forgot.
Oh,
it slipped.
Fallen Order, and now it's
oh, this is embarrassing. I'm excited about the
excited
game.
Talking about it. I distracted you by yawning.
That's exactly what happened. Okay, I'll look it up too, because Jedi Survivor. Yeah, Jedi Survivor. There it is.
Well, I mean, I want to talk about that trailer. Okay,
it looked good
because. Well, the trailer looks amazing, but the thing is the big takeaway is at the end where we see this person in the back of the tank, and then they zoom out, and we don't know who it is, who this person is. It's got the long hair, and there are so many fan theories going around about this guy, because Cal Kestis is standing there looking at this back of the tank, thinking he's probably about to release this guy, and. Unless you guys know something I don't, the big theory is this could potentially be them pulling in another Legends character from the Thrawn series. Actually, Thrawn used a clone Jedi. His name was, and I'm gonna butcher his name because I don't
That's
think
fine. I
I've
can
ever
remember
known
the
his,
name of the
It's
game.
okay.
his name is Jorus Kabath. And
Bless
he,
you.
yeah, exactly. When I was reading it, I always used to call him Joris Kaelboth. That's what. But then I started,
That's
then I
the
was like,
southern version.
Joris.
yeah. and then I realized that I was like, no, this is not right. So I started trying to pronounce it correctly. But the difference is that the original Jedi Master it was cloned from had one U's, Jorus, and the clone was Jorus. So this could potentially be either the original Jorus Kaboth, or it could be the clone, the mad clone. And if that's the case in the Thrawn trilogy, in the story, he was quickly his presence was quickly dwarfed by Thrawn, because Thrawn is one of the most revered Star Wars villains of all time. But Thrawn used him to basically help get the Empire back together, his Empire back together. So if this guy gets pulled in, there's no telling what this could mean for anything around that time period. I would hope that I hope that if he comes in, he both exists and dies in this, because that's going to mean a lot. Because I mean, he's a Jedi Master, assuming that they bring him in as a Jedi Master. But that's just a fan theory. It could just be some dude. I don't know.
Sounds like a good theory to me.
Mhm.
I'm not deep into that lore, but hey, sounds good.
He looks like him when if you know what all you have to do is pull up. I don't know, Brock, if you're capable of just pulling up the Heir to the Empire cover for the Star Wars Heir to the Empire, and then look at the person on the front cover of that book, the Jedi Master that's on the cover. It looks a lot like the person that was in that Bacta tank.
I'm trying to.
While he's looking, I gotta say I'm really enjoying that. Like finally, that now, like I said, the Disney Lucasfilm has finally realized, hey, let's use all this legacy stuff after throwing it out the door.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
I can't pull up a large photo of it for some reason.
Oh, okay. Well, if you guys look it up, if you happen to be just watching us now, just look it up. It's the original. It's the original one. It's got a Jedi Master, and he's got his hands out, and you see light rays coming out of it, all 70s style. That's my theory, and that's kind of the ongoing theory until they prove us wrong, which I'm sure they will. But it would be amazing. And what Bo said, that because they made Legends, they're cherry picking things out of it. There are so many other really good characters they could pull, like Mara Jade. They could pull Mara Jade in. They could pull in Talon Card from that. Talon Card would give us another scoundrel.
Okay.
This right here
with the there you go.
The laser fingers.
Yeah, you see how he's got the long hair and he's got the beard and everything. I don't know if the guy in the back had a beard, which that might throw it off, but he did have that long white hair. So that's kind of the ongoing theory, is that it's that guy potentially. Okay. But that one that you see in that in the book cover, that guy's a mad clone. So he's mad. He's very angry about.
I thought he was cool, like mad clone.
No, he's very much a bad guy.
So Jedi Survivor, and that's Brandon, by the way, who just popped in to say hi, even though it's still a Facebook user.
Hey,
hey, Brandon.
StreamYard is not treating our front porch people nicely today.
You're all Facebook user.
Yeah. There are 3 or 4 people who are all the same now.
We know who you are. That's all.
But Jedi or Fallen Jedi gave us, what's that?
Fallen Order, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. You know, like I said, I have no.
He wasn't a fallen Jedi. He was still very much a good guy.
Yeah,
I don't know. I watched one of my friends play that game, and he did a lot of jumping around and falling in that game.
You must have watched me.
Fall in, not falling.
Nah, I got you.
He's falling and he can't get up.
Falling Jedi.
Fallen Order gave a really, really wonderful character that I absolutely adore, and it was also announced from that series. We got this guy as a Lego set, BD1.
Yes.
Oh, you better believe I put the order in as soon as I saw this. He is
yeah, Brock's nuts about this droid.
I don't know why. I adore this little guy, being able to paint him all different colors and everything else
Because
in the
he's
game.
a companion.
He's great.
And when he showed up with Book of Boba Fett, Brock was just like, "Are you kidding?
Nuts.
What? Oh, are you kidding?"
Yeah, I absolutely went nuts. And yeah, Jonathan, I love BD1, man. He's a great little character. And this Lego set was an instant buy. Like I went immediately to Amazon and went, thank you for not pulling this money out yet. But he looks fantastic.
He's going to display so good.
Yeah, he's small enough where he can.
Now that BD1 is canon, I mean, I've seen people talking like I half expect a Cal Kestis cameo at some point in Obi-Wan.
And I wonder if they're going to get Cameron Monaghan to do that if they ever will. If they ever will bring him on. Look at that. That's going to be so much fun.
Cool.
Yeah, well, like I said, like Fallen Order takes place after the prequels, right? Or
it's around the same time period.
Yeah, well, no, I'd say I remember because I remember seeing Forrest Whitaker's character from Rogue One in it. So, so it's pre New Hope, but like years after the prequels. Gotcha, I got you. Like I've got this game. It's on my backlog of games to play. Like I want to play it, just got to do it.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. You know, Cal Kestis was running from the Inquisitors, the same as and hiding from the Inquisitors, the same as Obi-Wan is, the same as everybody is. So. And, you know, the point in Obi-Wan, you know, there's no telling how many Jedi they've extinguished at that point. So,
yeah.
And I was going to say the other celebration news is the two new. Well, of course, we got the premiere date for the next season of Mandalorian.
Yep.
Next February.
There's the baby. The
baby. Me, my baby. My baby.
I got to tell you, we ought to do. I really should do a live stream or at least record it whenever Grogu comes on the screen. And if she's not expecting him to come on the screen, or even if she is expecting it, when he shows up on the screen, this woman squeals with such delight. It's adorable.
You're just gonna have to when the new season drops. Just set you up a cam. I mean, she's gonna know the cam's there, but still though, she's not know when he's gonna show up. So you're still gonna get a genuine reaction.
Yes. Yeah. I can't help
it
myself.
Does. It does.
I really try to pull it down, but I can't help myself.
I mean, you know, you can't help but love the little guy.
So yeah, Fallen Order does fall between the prequel and original trilogy, but that's also quite a few years. That's a long time. So there's a lot of room for them to play with different storylines and different lines. So we get Mandalorian, but it doesn't come back. It doesn't come in until next year, right? That's February of next year. But the big one that I'm excited about, that again, talking about Cassie and Andor, August, was it August 31st? We're going to actually get our Cassie and Andor series, which that means they're lining that thing up to release, and it looks like that just based on the trailer that they released, it looks like that is going to be extremely good.
Yeah, trailer looks great.
As I'm telling my friends, I am very much looking forward to getting back into the Star Wars grittiness, the gritty Star Wars, the Rogue One, the grit, the what are the underdogs? You know, not just the big production, but one of the underdogs get in. So that's I'm looking forward to that.
Like I saw you talking about, like I said, we're keeping on. What is the Skeleton Crew? Like I said, I think it was that.
We don't really know yet.
Well, we don't know, but we know Jude Law's going to be a part of it.
Yeah, Jude Law.
Jude Law.
I think it's an original thing. And granted, any Star Wars fans that are out there that know me, that know more than me on this, I am a big Star Wars fan, but I don't profess to keep up with everything that's canon now. Skeleton Crew could have already been a book, and I just don't know about it, or it could be based on an existing book. That would probably be a rookie question at this point, but because he's a little bit more on it than I am, I'm sure. Obviously, we're going to talk about Obi-Wan, but there was a scene in this last episode of Obi-Wan where they actually showed a street where like there were a whole bunch of signs in Arabic. I'm sure that as soon as Rookie saw that, he paused and he was reading the street signs.
Yeah,
I didn't read Arabic. That's a Easter egg. I'm sure he was.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. And then Willow, the Willow series. That's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that too. Got to go back and rewatch the movie because it has been a couple of years. But hey, everybody, Brock's never seen Willow. Hot. So I gotta.
As a kid, I didn't take an interest in the fantasy genre a lot, so that's why I never got into Dungeons and Dragons. I have dabbled into it a little bit as an adult, but with such infrequent play with friends, it's never stuck with me.
So we'll need to give Willow a watch so that Brock can finally see it. But the trailer for the series looks great. Oh, that's great.
Jedi Survivor.
Brandon says I can't wait to play Jedi Survivor and vote Anakin off the island for complaining about how sandy it is.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
That's good.
That is good. Very bravo.
Very good, Brandon.
Great soon.
Oh,
Anakin, you're getting voted off. Why?
Know.
Because of Obi-Wan.